assuming you've got that idea, and it could be anything, but if you've got an idea that you think people are going to want, here's some things to do before you set up your campaign to try and lay the groundwork and help it work. First, you need to do some research. We need to find out, is this something people are going to really want? With my book, I sent out an early outline of what I was planning to several artists and friends I know and just got their feedback, and the project evolved quite a bit. I found out actually that what I was doing was my original idea was something kind of similar to something another artist was doing, and I really respect him and like him, and I didn't want to step on his toes, so I modified my idea and narrowed it down in a way that actually made it better. You look at other Kickstarters, see what's working and what isn't. Look at how other people did their campaigns. What can you tell that worked and what didn't work? Why did this campaign raise $100,000 and here's another similar one that only raised $10,000? And see what you can figure out. And just really quickly, if you want to self-publish anything, I highly recommend a webinar that you can get on a website called schoolism.com by a guy named Steven Silver. Tons of great info. Anyway, so do your research. Second, you're going to have to budget. You're going to have to figure out, how much, what are all the costs that are going to be involved, and I'll talk about that in a minute, and what's that going to amount to. So then you got to set your fundraising goal, and I'll talk a little bit later about too much or too little, how to come to that right number. You're going to need to network. You're going to, if you want to launch a successful campaign, you need to lay the groundwork ahead of time. You need to, if you haven't already, you need to get on a bunch of social media and start building relationships so that when you pull the trigger and your project explodes onto the scene, you've already kind of notified your friends and you've got lots of people that follow you already, so you can get that momentum going right away. You're going to want to get feedback. Share your idea with a few people that you respect and that might have good suggestions and will be honest with you and tell you up front, well, I think this is a good idea or not a good idea, or it needs to be improved here, or maybe change this. So get feedback, and then you're going to need to plan your rewards. The rewards are what your backers get, and they come at different levels. If a backer just gives you a few dollars, then maybe they get X, and if they give more money, they get Y, and if they give even more money, they get Z, etc. So you need to plan those out, and I'll talk about those again in a little bit. And then you're going to need to build your Kickstarter webpage so it's ready to go when your project launches, and you're going to need to record a video. It doesn't have to be anything big or fancy. Simple, short video is just fine, but projects that have videos, I think Kickstarter says they're up to 5 times more likely to get funded than projects that don't have videos. So you want to have a little video that you can share on YouTube and other places to promote your project. And then lastly, when you're ready to launch, you think you want to pull the trigger, start lining up your day one backers. The first couple of days are huge with a Kickstarter. They can make or break a campaign, and so you want to have as many friends and family and coworkers and other people who you've already told about the project and who want to help support it and spread the word. You want to have them ready to go so that on day one you can say, okay, log in, back it with a contribution and tell your friends. So you want to get that all set up. Finally, I would say to the last key to having a successful Kickstarter is to solve a problem. And I kind of talked about this a little bit, but you want to pitch your Kickstarter, you want to pitch your idea as solving somebody's problem. You want to say, here's a problem that you have, here's how my idea solves it, and then here's how you can help me make it happen. And then finally you say, here's what you'll get in return, here are the rewards. That's the basic breakdown of a Kickstarter pitch. And when I say here's a problem you have, it might be a problem people don't know that don't even know that they necessarily have, like the storytelling cards I showed you earlier. I didn't know that I had a problem not being able to find a fun way to come up with stories, but when I saw that project and how they thought that up, I thought, that's really cool. That would help me become a better storyteller. And it got me thinking about how, I would like to be able to be a better storyteller and be more creative in my stories and be more inventive. That's really cool. And I didn't realize before that was a problem that I could get help with, but now I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So there may be things out there that people don't know that you can help them with. Or it can be by a problem. It could just be, I need to be inspired. I'm creative. I need something fun and cool to look at. So maybe somebody's got a really cool photography book or something that they're making that I think would really inspire me. That can be solving a problem. So, but if you need to think about when you're putting your pitch together, you need to put your Kickstarter in those terms. It's not about you and you raising the money and people supporting you so you can do your thing. It's about them. It's about how you can help other people, how you can get them excited, and how you can your project will benefit them.